Sa quadratic equation like this, x squared minus 6x plus 5, ang ina-expect nating graph ay parabola or parang pa U-shape na graph. So if we will use table of values in graphing this, and for example, there are no values of x, the values of x are not given, anong number ang gagamitin natin, paano tayo magde-decide kung anong mga numbers ang dapat natin gamitin. So una-una, kuhanin muna natin yung axis of symmetry. Yung axis of symmetry, ito yung pinakagitnang part ng parabola. So it means kapag nakuha natin tong axis of symmetry, yun yung gagamitin nating value ng x dito sa gitna ng ating table of values. Kasi nga, gitnang part siya ng parabola. Okay? Para maging pantay yung ating graph. Now, to solve for the axis of symmetry, so the formula is x is equal to negative b over 2a. In our equation, a is this one, then ito naman yung b, ito yung c. So, ibig sabihin yung a, yun yung numerical coefficient ng x squared, which is 1. Okay? And then yung b, numerical coefficient nito, which is negative 6. And c is positive 5. Now, let's solve for the axis of symmetry. So, for negative b, negative, and then b is negative 6. Magkaiba pa yung negative ng formula dun sa negative ng given. Okay? Kaya nagkaroon ng dalawang negative sign. Over 2, so that's constant. Then a, the value of a is equal to 1. So, it will become negative times negative 6, magiging positive, over 2 times 1, magiging 2. 6 divided by 2, you get positive 3. Alright, so this is the axis of symmetry. It means we will use this as the middle value of our x in the table of values. And then, to decide kung anong number yung mga gagamitin natin dito sa natitira, pwedeng mag-plus or minus 1 na lang kayo. So, 3 minus 1, that's 2, minus 1, that's 1. Then, dito sa kabilang side, plus 1 naman. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Para magkakasunod. Okay, now, isa-isahin na nating isolve kung ano yung magiging values of y gamit yung mga na-obtain nating values of x. Okay, isa-isahin natin. So, we have here x as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gagamitin natin yung given na equation, which is y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5. Papalitan natin yung x ng kung anong value yung nakalagay dito. Okay, so x is equal to 1. Dito tayo magsimula. Gamit tong equation na to, papalitan natin yung x. So, y pa rin yung nasa taas. Equals x squared magiging 1 squared. Okay, tinanggal natin yung x at pinalitan natin ng 1. Then, minus 6x magiging minus 6 times 1. Yung x naging 1 kasi yung value ng x na sinusolve natin. Plus 5. Alright, then solve. So, it will become 1 squared will be 1. Negative 6 times 1 will be negative 6. Plus 5. Alright. And let's solve 1 minus 6, that is negative 5, plus another 5. Negative 5 plus 5, your answer will be 0. So that will be the first value of y. We'll write it in our table of values. Okay. Next, let's proceed. X is equal to 2. So that's the second value of x. Let's use again this equation to solve for the value of y. So, it will become y is equal to x squared magiging 2 squared kasi yung x ay equals to 2. Then, negative 6x magiging negative 6 times 2. And then, positive 5, we'll just copy that. Alright, let's proceed. So, 2 squared will give us positive 4. Negative 6 times 2, that will become negative 12. Then copy positive 5. Let's combine. 4 and negative 12, so that will be equal to negative 8. Then plus 5. 8 plus 5 will have an answer of negative 3. So negative 3 is the second value of y. For the third value of x, which is equal to 3, again, we'll use this equation. Y is equal to x squared, that will become 3 squared. Then minus 6x, that will become 6 times 3, because the value of x is 3. Copy positive 5. Alright, let's continue. 3 squared, so 3 squared means 3 times 3, that will be equal to 9. Negative 6 times 3, that will be equal to negative 18, plus 5. Okay. So 9 minus 18, that will be negative 9, plus 5. Then negative 9 plus 5, different sign, so you have to subtract. Copy the sign of the larger number, that will be negative 4. So the third value of y is negative 4. Next, x is equal to 4. So this equation is y is equal to x squared will become 4 squared minus 6 times 6x will become 6 times 4 plus 5. Then continue. 4 squared will become 16. That's 4 times 4. Negative 6 times 4, that will be negative 24. Then positive 5. So 16 minus 24, that will be negative 8. Then plus 5. Negative 8 plus 5, you'll have an answer of negative 3. So this negative 3 is the fourth value of y. The last one, x is equal to 5. So that will be y is equal to x squared will become 5 squared. Negative 6x will become negative 6 times 5. And copy positive 5. So 5 times 5, 5 squared means 5 times 5. So that's 25. Okay. Negative 6 times 5, that's negative 30. Then plus 5. Okay. So we got 25 minus 30. That will be negative 5. Plus another 5 here. You'll have an answer of 0. So the fifth value of y is 0. Alright. So since the table of values is complete already, pwede na natin siyang i-graph. So paano? From this table of values, bubuo tayo ng mga ordered pairs. Kung ano yung magkatapat, sila yung magka-partner. So paano? For x, we have 1. Kapartner niya ay 0. So we have 1 and 0 as our first ordered pair. Then followed by 2 and negative 3. So we have 2 for x, negative 3 for y. Then 3 and negative 4. 3 and then negative 4. Then 4 and negative 3. 4 and negative 3. And the last one is 5 and 0. Pwede namang hindi nyo ilista, no? Pwedeng diretso nyo na siya i-graph. Para lang makita nyo yung mga ordered pairs kung mas sanay kayo dito. So, yung unang values yun yung x. Yung pangalawang values naman yun yung y. So, in this graph, yung horizontal, yun po yung x. And yung vertical, yun naman yung y. So, let's graph. Simulan natin dito sa unang ordered pair. 1 for x, 0 for y. So, 1 for x, that's positive. Dito yon. 0 for y, so hanggang dito lang. Ito yung una nating point. Okay? Basta tandaan lang, sa horizontal, yung nandito sa kaliwa, yun yung negative. Sa vertical naman, yung nandun sa baba, yun yung negative. Okay? So, yung kanan positive, yung taas positive din. Next, 2 and negative 3. 2 for x. Ito yung x. 1, 2. Negative 3, ibig sabihin nasa baba. So, 1, 2, 3. This will be our second point. Next, third, 3 and negative 4. 3 for x. 1, 2, 3. Negative 4. So, count tayo pababa ng negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So, this will be the third point. Then, 4 and negative 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 for x. Negative 3 is over here. And 5 and 0. So, 5 for x. 0, it means dito lang yan. Alright. So, na-plot na natin yung 5 points. Pwede na natin siyang i-connect. So, that's it. So, the graph of y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5 is this one.